I have quite a few sheets of stickers here that I would like to kickstart my 2025 with. And if you would like to see how I'm setting up my daily journal setup for 2025, stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you for stopping by. I hope everyone has a great start to 2025, and here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. I do have a lot of sheets from Martinez Sticker Company, a couple from Planet Derby, and also a couple of these sheets from Archer and Olive. And I will tell you a bit more about those in detail. And I have some of these ephemera kind of stickers and PET stickers, and also my gyro card, which we will use. And let's get started with the first set of pages. So this is my daily journal. Please check out my full journal lineup. I do have a lot of fun ideas coming. So this is the first page you open. And usually I kind of skip this page, skip it entirely. So I'm keeping this small A6 journal under the journal that we are using so that it can lay flat. And I also have these two Muji pens. And I want to have a window, the outline of the window. I'm not going to use it. I'm just using that to draw an outline of so that I can cut around there, and I'm using my pencil to kind of draw around there. And you will see that it is not exactly any particular shape. It's more like an arched. I did not want something really simple, so I have this Muji size 10. I will link all the tools and products and items I'm showing and using. And I also have some recommendations for my favorite stationery, which are also linked below. And I'm using this gyro card, which again, I get lots of questions about. And this is a tool which I have fallen in love with in 2024. So it is a really handy dandy tool if you are into paper crafting, and it in fact cuts through a lot more than just paper, but I think I've used it quite well on the papers. And this is a nice 160 GSM paper, and with nice pressure you can do fun projects with it. And I have these set of wintry landscape kind of stickers from Martinez Sticker Company. And you can use my code Priya15 for my term, which ends on Jan 3rd. So you can use it in the shop. The shop is linked below. So I'm attaching this on a used sheet of stickers, and I just want to make sure I lay it down. And I want to have those peeking out from behind the window. And I think these positive affirmation quotes, which also are from Martinez Sticker Company, these are the perfect things you need for the start of new year. Kickstart the new year on a very positive note. And I think the positive affirmations goes well there, because this is a longer quote. And I will have some decorations on the area behind the window on the other side also. So I'm using these cotton candy blooms, which were again from the latest release. And I wanted to see if I can bring these elements in, but then I decided to keep it entirely stickers from Martinez Sticker Company and not mix it with Archer and Olive. And these were gifted to me from Archer and Olive, just like the journal. And they were kind enough to send me a full set from the winter release. And you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Archer and Olive. And also you will see me use some of the stickers from Journal Say, and my code Priya works for 8% at Journal Say. I'll have all the shops and codes and everything linked in the description. so that you can check it out. And it does earn me a small cut at no extra cost to you. So your support is greatly appreciated. So I'm using these two blooms interchangeably. I just wanted to have like a wintry, soft kind of floral element on that page, just so that it will pop against the other softer elements going on in the page otherwise, because I'm not really a very soft muted kind of colors girl. I'm a bright colors girly, and these are fun to mix and match, and then lots of fun components can be brought in this way. So I'm just going to kind of layer these florals on this page so that it can look nice and cute. And I will trim around the edges, just making sure that the window is intact so that we can have some fun with it. And you will also see me bring in the distress oxides after a bit, because I knew that there was something missing. And if you know me, you know I love how I can bring in the distress oxides and inks into our planners and journals. So these are some of the filler snow flurries floating around, and I thought these went well with the real small spaces on the page. And these are printable stickers, and I do have recommendations on sticker paper also down in the description if you are ever on the lookout for that. And I do have these stickers in multiple orientations so that we can really make use of some of the fun components and fun textures and some of the curved edges for Dutch doors. Because if you have not followed me for a while, you may not know that I really loved exploring into the world of Dutch doors in 2024. So I really loved it. So I try and do something fun and different each time. And this Dutch door situation can be easily pulled off when you have symmetrical elements to layer. And that was the reason I had so many questions on how to pick and choose such elements for the Dutch doors, because if they are printables, you can definitely make use of such features you have on the Cricut, and you do not even have to own a Cricut to make use of those facilities and the features that we have on Cricut, so that you can have fun with the sticker sheets and end up with really cute elements that you can pull Dutch togethers in a very, very easy way. And now on to some of the snowmen. And I'm using my left hand. I'm terrible using my left hand, I have to say. And I also would like to kind of bring some of these inks now before I lay down the stickers. That's what I realized. I pulled out the snowman. So here we are using the distress oxides in wilted violet and salty ocean. Just using both of those interchangeably just for some of those fun wintry colors. And I think it did pull off the page quite well, giving it a nice background. Nothing too dark, but still wanted to make sure we have some of those wintry storms and flurries and all of those fun components flying around in the air. And I think that's a fun look for the winter time. And after these two peekaboo windows, I think I will stop there, because the possibilities are just endless. So I will kind of come and do a slight color of the distress oxides. I do have tutorials on how you can use these in your planners and journals. So please check that out. It's a nice fun way of bringing in some color. And I'm using this big tree just to bring some of the interest because we do have some components layered behind there, and we also will bring some of these fun effects because I don't want it to be seen, but I also want some elements of red when you turn the page. So that is why I decided to use that. And we will also now come and add that snowman just so that the other folks will have some company there. And throwing in some more of those flurries floating around. And these will be the cover page for my December highlights or memories, all of those elements. And I'm using the inks just on the edge there a bit more for that definition and that pop of color. And I think these pages are pretty much done. So let's get to some of the initial set of pages in the month of January. And these are again hand illustrated artwork that you can pick up. And I also got these ice skating ones, which were from the older years. And again, as you can see, I just had the stickers on a different orientation so that I can have the symmetrical element. And I also have these washi tapes. These ones, the thinner ones, are all from Planything, and that dark blue one is from Goat Girl Goodies. But you will see that I do not end up using that. I'm using just these thinner washi tapes from Planything. And you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off at Planything. And again, now the process is very simple. We just cut around these elements and we cut around the page. So we will have, just that part all cut out. And now for the different shapes and all of these curvy little areas that we need to cut around, you can use the gyro cut, and for the other straight lines I prefer to use the scissors because that way I think it comes out cleaner. And anyway, gyro cut does not do a good job on the straight surfaces, so gyro cut is the way to go for non-straight edges. And this is a large scene that you will see me cut half to be used on this side and half of it will go on another space. So I'm just having that scene in the background just at the layer behind there. And now we have the symmetrical elements, which are perfect no-brainers because we have these elements which are already printed in different orientations. So all of these are simple things you can do on your Cricut software. And even if you have a silhouette, I think the software is pretty similar. And I have a Cricut, so I have a tutorial on that. I do not own a silhouette. So that is my tool when it comes to making sure that I have all these fun components ready for me to use in my planners and journals. So let me know if you are into team printables or if you are just, I need to have the physical stickers. I can't, it's too much of a hassle figuring all these out. Which team are you on? And have you decided on your planner and journal lineup for 2025? Do you have everything sorted? I hope you are. If not, you must be feeling quite stressed. You don't have to, but you can still figure out things as you go. It all depends on how things work for you. As an international planner, I think I need to plan a bit more strategically before the holiday shipping time hits, and I need to make sure that everything is in my hands before things get really busy. And I can't really count on the holiday shipping time because half the time, once I did make that mistake and I ordered and it did not get to me until the end of January, and that's super frustrating. So this is the second page. Again, these were from the ice skating sheet. And I can really I can really say that these are really simple. See how quick that came together. And that is the ice sculptures. And the sheet has coordinating quotes and all the elements, like all the floating eyes. And I just went for a very simple Dutch door situation. Again, these are the starting pages for January. So this will get me through the first 5-6 days, and I will have the setup videos coming routinely so that you can see how I'm working on those. And I'm trying to get a bit ahead because things do get busier once the school reopens. We do have a couple more weeks of the winter break. And now to get my corner rounder to round off those corners, and that is a tricky area with the corner rounder. So got that done using the scissors. And we have just the left page now, and we will kind of finish it off using the stickers we cut earlier. And I think I will make some more changes after we come. And that quote again, yeah, you will see that change now because that looked quite incomplete. So I thought this scene would be nice. Yeah, I think it goes seamlessly against that already existing page in the next layer. So I'm just trimming around there, and the other scrap can always be used somewhere else. Yeah, the scrap from this page is being used on the other side, and you will see how I come and add some more finishing touches. Again, we have to finish off some of the blank spaces and some of the other elements that are looking incomplete now. And these are all fillers that I may include in the shop. So again, I'm having the scrap piece of paper underneath so that just the inks can be just on the space I intend them to be and not all over the place. So it'll just a light dusting around the edge there. So I'm using both interchangeably, and yeah, the violet, it just got a bit too much because I had forgotten to dab one part of the brush on the paper. So you will see why that happened. And all the tools, including for the ones with the distress oxides and inks, all these heads and brush and all those attachable pads, all of that will be in the description. And please feel free to use that. And if you like these kind of creative spreads, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the future videos. I have lots of fun things coming, and I'm throwing in some of those quotes and some of those layering components that she has included, and onto some more of the inks now, just throwing them in, just a slight dusting on the edges, just for that some fun pop around the edges. And I think we should pretty much be done once we add a couple more boxes. And yeah, the snowman needs to come there. So just moving a bit of the elements already laid out, and that is, I think that completes the scene on the left side. And for all of these, this was printed on clear sticker paper. Again, I have that linked because you see that I'm a bit indecisive because things were really busy. So I was really not being able to focus. So that's why I don't think I'm this indecisive normally. And I'm bringing in that tree, and the other half will go on the other side of the page to balance it out. And the winter scene looks more and more complete as we add those finishing touches. and that those small snow flurries are really used. They can be used for filling up those smaller spaces. And see how I used one flurry to kind of use in two different spaces, pulling everything together. And the quotes are, I'm using it from both the sheets, as in from the affirmations, and also from the ice skating sheet. So the positive affirmations are what we really need for the start of any year, or for any year, in fact. And I have all these functional boxes from Mojo Jojo Plants. And you can use my code Priya10 for 10% off. These winter boxes pair really well with the glitter shapes. And there are also the foiled boxes, which are also kind of the specialty items that I like to bring in once in a while. So I'm using the foiled boxes in conjunction with the glitter boxes. So I will stick to blue and black, and also bring in a couple of the red in the glitter shapes. So I like to use some layers and some clusters, and keeping it very simple again, because this is my daily journal, it's nothing too fancy. I come and write down all the things that happen during my normal days, nothing, even if it is nothing festive or anything extraordinary, it's nice to journal about it. So I kind of do that. And also, I sometimes come and add some special memories or anything of that sort. And using those clusters just to bring some of those reds in. And that is pretty much it. And that is kind of, we will go through that full flip through, and I will also add one last touch with these cotton candy blooms, and I will have just a bit of it peeking out from behind there. And I will also lift that coat so that it can sit comfortably next to all the other wintry elements. And the rest of it, I will have a small bit peeking out of that space right there. And I'm going for a smaller cluster this time. And that looks like a nice balance out there. And yeah, just trimming that off. And please come follow me on Instagram. It's a lovely community to hang out with. And it is also a fun time to meet lots of new folks if you are new to the IG world. And coming in and adding one last dusting, because I think that will pull everything together better. So just some of those wintry vibes, those snowy look that we need. And I will have all the shops and codes and all the videos that I mentioned linked. Please feel free to check that out. And if you like today's video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of my future videos. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.